Hey everybody, Rick here, and we're going to be talking about LifeWave tonight again. And I just wanted to go through kind of the steps you got to take to kind of get involved with LifeWave to actually find out if this is something that you want to do. And one of the first things that you're going to want to do is actually get yourself educated with LifeWave, what it is, what they stand for, and just the all about what is it going to do for me, right? And one of the good things that you can do is actually go to a website that I really enjoy, and it gives you a better perspective as to what it will actually do for you. And one of the things that I have found over my time with LifeWave is there's a plethora of education out there. There's lots of YouTube channels, there's lots of media, there's everything, and there's lots of channels. But one of the things that you're going to find is trying to find information about how they actually work and what they actually represent. So I'm going to tell you X39 from LifeWave is always the first one that you're going to want to try. You're going to want to get into it and let it try it for a little while. First thing, you have to be ready to commit to doing it. Because if you think that you're going to get in, you're going to grab a patch and it's going to change your life. Some cases, yes. Some cases, no. I'm going to tell you that straight up. So, what we recommend and what is very highly recommended is actually going in and getting involved and learning that for every decade you've lived, you want to try it for a month. And by doing that, you give yourself the good aspect. Now, X39 upregulates. This website represents what it upregulates. It's a copper peptide called GHK-Cu. And on the educational piece to understand what X39 actually does is it actually sends a signal into the body and says, hey, body, you need more of this. And the body does the work. So it's actually not doing the work, it's actually helping your body figure out what it needs, right? And X39, you put it on, it is combined of amino acids, oxidized oxygen, water, sugar, and it's all woven together in a little lattice structure. And by having that woven together as a little bit of a lattice structure, it helps, not it helps, but what it does is it takes the heat and energy from your body and it actually goes into the patch. And one of the patches, obviously, I had one sitting here earlier and now it seems to be missing. Oh, that's because I had it hidden behind my water bottle. Anyways, so there's the patch right there. It's pretty small, pretty tiny, and that's all they are. They're just, they look like just like a patch. And I've had people come up to me, oh, are those smoker patches that you put on? Nope, that's not what they are. These are completely different. All right. Nothing goes in the body other than a low level of light that elevates your body, raises the frequency, and says, please produce GHK, Cu. And your body goes, yeah, I could use some more of that. And then it does it, right? So I wanted to bring up this website so that you could take a little bit closer look. And I'll shrink myself down here a little bit because you don't need to see my face. You want to look at this. So this here is a website dedicated to the work of Lauren Picard. And Lauren Picard did an extensive amount of research. And one of the things that you're going to find is this is completely separate from LifeWave itself. And this is just a little bit of a background as to what it's asking, or the patches are asking the body to kind of do. And when you read through this, none of this is claimed by LifeWave as being the gospel of what the patches does. This is just knowledge of the patches and how this is knowledge of the, copper peptide that it's being asked to produce in the body. So just to make sure that's clear. All right. So I'm going to go down here a little bit, and I'm not going to really say that word because I can't. But activating your cells is always a very important thing because it livens up the cells. When you're a baby, so I'm going to tell you a little something here real quick. So when you're a baby and you're born, your body has a massive amount of activated cells in it. And these activated cells start way up here. And as you get older, they start to kind of decline. So, when you're a baby, they're really high. When a baby falls or hurts themselves or something, how fast do they recover? Super, super, super fast. And we always say to ourselves, oh man, if I was just like a kid, right? If I was just like a kid, I would be able to recover that much faster. And they just keep on going down, these activated cells. By the time you hit your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, they're kind of like getting down low. And you're going to find out that you don't recover as quickly. And everybody says, oh, it's just old age. Well, actually, it's because your body's not producing what it needs, and it's not getting the nutrients that it needs to be able to recover. And that's proven. If you were given all of the supplements and all of the nutrients and your body was producing everything that it was meant to produce, then your body would recover quickly as well. Right. And that's where it kind of goes. You have to be prepared to work on yourself. Number one, with exercise, good nutrition, and getting these patches. These patches are revolutionary. So, a little something that I found out recently, um, one of the new ministers coming into the States is JFK Jr. And rumor has it, rumor, because I haven't seen one on him, so I can't fully guarantee that that's what's going on, that he might be wearing these. And he is getting involved with the healthcare down there. So I'm in Canada, so it doesn't really affect me up here, but down there it will, right? So what that tells me is that there must be something good about it if he's using it. And there's lots of other people. There's athletes that I've seen use it. There's like the swimmers and bodybuilders and you name it. Navy SEALs use them. So there must be something behind them. What exactly? You got to find out for yourself. Is it worth it for you? All right. So let's keep going with this one. I'm going to make it a full screen here. And where are we going next? So let's take a look. Brain and nerves. Brain and nerves. What does that run in your body? So pretty much everything. It doesn't matter what you get into. It is going to run everything in your body. If you don't have this part of your system, nothing else functions, right? And what happens as you get older? It starts to get weaker. What happens when you have an injury? It takes longer to recover because this is not working properly. Everything works together as a system. So you got to kind of figure out that, okay, we need to get these systems working better if we want them to heal our body. Put our body in a better state so that we can feel good. How's that? That's pretty good. So, alters expression of human genes, right? Increases strong anti-anxiety and anti-aggression. Interesting. Reduces pain, introduces anti-pain activity, right? So you can keep going on and reading through that. Take a snapshot of it. Take a snapshot of it. You can kind of take a look at it and read through it, or you can go to this website. It's right at the bottom of the screen here. That website right there is a great one to go to. That is this website. You can read through it for yourself, take your time and go through it. If you just want to do me a favor, drop down below, hit the like button and a subscribe button so you can hear more from me about LifeWave and the things that I learn as I get going. I'm independent. So I just give my own honest opinion of what I've seen, what I've heard, what I've found. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to give you the information so that you feel good and know what you're getting into, because it's always hard to get into something and not know what it is. So I want you to be educated on that, because it's important. All right. So as we go down, we're going to talk about hair and skin. Hmm. As we get older, what happens to our skin? Our skin gets wrinkly, our hair gets thin, our hair goes gray. All of these things. How would you like to have some of that kind of slowly turn around and start to get a little bit better? If you could do that, would you do it? That's my question. If you could do that, would you do it? And to me, it makes sense. I've actually noticed up in here, just tiny little hairs coming back in. I know I got really short hair, so it's really hard to notice, but when it gets longer, I notice because I notice my hairline. It is what it is. All right. Now, mind you, I do have a few grays down here, which haven't gone yet. So we're going to wait and see, and we're going to take our time. We're going to find out. All right. So let's keep going. Inflammatory. What happens when your body's inflamed? Your body gets inflamed when something happens to it. You have allergic reactions, you injure yourself, you name it. There's all kinds of things. Your joints get inflamed, and what goes along with that? You got pain. I am a very big advocate of helping people get out of pain, because I don't like to see anybody in pain, because it's just not my thing. I just don't like it. And even with my kids, when my kids get hurt, I'm right there. I want to make sure they're okay. I want to make sure that I've given them everything that I can to help them heal. A funny story, the other day, my son came in, he was playing hockey, and he was like, "Man, oh man, my knee hurts." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, no problem." So what do? I grab a couple of patches, patch them up, and he goes, yeah, that one's not the right spot. So I move him around a little bit, find the right spot, and he goes, "Yep, that's good." And off he goes, right? Just like that. And it only took me 5 minutes, but it made a difference. It didn't bother him the next day. He wasn't suffering with it for a long period of time. It helped his body recover and recoup from where it was. So it's a a really great opportunity to be able to use it. And yes, I do use it on my kids because I believe in the product. Um, so you can read through this here. It's one of those things. If you don't reduce your inflammation, then what's going to happen? Your body's going to turn around and going to go, okay, I can't get the blood there. I can't get the nutrients there. I can't get everything there that needs to heal. So it's just going to take me longer because I got to push it through all that stuff. But if you can reduce that inflammation, it makes it much better. So that's a wonderful thing. Ooh. Now, how many athletes would love to have this? Lung protection. So when you get into it, um, you really want to increase your body's capability of doing things, right? And it's very important to be able to do that. So this here is a wonderful little thing, and I'm pretty sure quite a few people want to have that one. I'm not going to talk about this one, but if you want to take a snapshot of it, you go right ahead, because it's something I can't talk about, because they don't really like that. So additional actions. Hmm. So, increased healing of your tissues, stomach, intestines, bone tissue. What happens when you break a bone? There have been reports of people that have used these and reduced the cast time by a third. So, if you think of 8 weeks, let's say 5.5 weeks, some people have seen that they've been able to take them off. Does that mean that they're helping? Most likely. So just remember that as you're going through. So strong. Oh, what else we got here? Man, oh man, there's all kinds of good stuff here. So I'm just not going to talk about it all, but have a look. I'm pretty sure you've taken a screenshot. Oh, my face is in the way. Here, let me remove that out of the way so you can take, or I'll just scroll her up here a little bit. There you go. So you can get that last little bottom piece there. All right. So anyways, that's where we're at. So this is the education piece. This is where you want to start. You want to learn about the product to make sure that it's something that is going to resonate with you. I'm going to show you something else really, 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 really quick. This is just a super quick thing because I want you guys to know that this is actually known by many. All right. So let's go right here. Okay. So right in here, do you guys recognize this? NIH? NIH, National Library of Medicine. In the National Library of Medicine, you are going to find GHK peptide, right? CU peptide. Okay. If you go through this, have a little bit of a read, gives you a little bit of information, but even in here, up to date, it is established that GHK-Cu is able to tighten loose skin and reverse thinning of aged skin. I know a lot of people that would like that. I've been watching a lot of articles lately of people going in and getting skin tightening by burning the skin, and it just, whatever, I don't know exactly how it works, but what they've been doing is it kind of burns the skin and it tightens up the skin, and then their skin has to heal. What happens if you could get away from that and use another system that we have? And that system is designed specifically for skin and bringing back a youthful look. That might be a good idea. All right. Repair protective skin barriers, proteins, improve skin filaments. That's pretty good. Reduce fine lines, deep wrinkles, smooth, rough skin, reduces photo damage. Ooh, okay. Skin spots, lesions. Improve overall skin appearance. That's not too bad. Protects skin cells from UV radiation, their old wonderful sun, which is amazing for you because if you don't get the sun, a lot of people end up with dis-ease. That's my understanding. If you keep somebody locked up too long, it's kind of hard. Some people cannot go out in the sun, but one thing I'm going to say for those people is maybe you might want to take a look at this because this might help you to be able to get out in the sun more. But that is for you to decide. Reduce inflammation, which we talked about already. Increase hair growth, thickness, and large hair follicle size. Thinning of hair. Interesting. All right. So education. You need to be educated on what it is. So really quickly here, I'm just going to do something. I'm actually going to go on to a quick YouTube video here that LifeWave put out. And it's actually pretty cool to watch because it's one of those things where you can actually kind of get on and just kind of hear a little bit about what LifeWave is about. So I'm going to take a second here. I'm going to play this video. I'm going to have a drink of water because my throat is starting to get a little parched. Sorry, my voice went up there a little bit. But I want you guys to have a look at this and see what you think. Okay, I'm going to throw that up and we'll go from there.
You are a powerhouse of growth, of new experiences. You just don't know it yet. Let's change that, shall we? With innovation at our core, we've reimagined what's possible. Harnessing the body's natural energy flow with light. Backed by clinical research, X39 stimulates the skin with low levels of light to elevate a key peptide linked to renovating and rejuvenating the body. This life technology supports improved movement, recovery, and overall health and well-being. You are Generation Awesome. Shifting paradigms and creating new ones. We always knew you had it in you. Now it's time to prove it to yourself. Your adventures are only beginning. Discover the power and simplicity of doing more with X39. Be the light. LifeWave.
So, what did you think of that? That one there is pretty good. I enjoy watching it. It really kind of goes into a little bit of detail, but not too much detail. But it shows you that adventures and getting out there and being out in nature is very important because this technology comes from nature. That's where it's from. That's how it became to be. Because looking in nature for the truth is what you want. All right. So now you're going to ask, okay, I've been educated. I got a bunch of information. Are they going to work for me? I'm going to tell you they work for people that are going to give them the time, like I talked about. You have to make sure you give it the time to do it. And if you do that, you are going to see results over time. 96% effective is what it is. The new technology that's coming out next year is 100% based on their statistical studies and their independent studies that were conducted, the blind studies that they did. So it is revolutionizing the actual world, and it is all over the world. So just for if it's going to work for you, this is in over 80 countries, over 80 patents that are being used currently for this technology, and it is thriving. It is starting to become a household name in many of the Eastern countries. And starting here in North America, it's getting bigger and bigger all the time. It's in Mexico, it's um, in the US, obviously, it's in Australia, it's all over the place. They just launched in South Korea. So if they didn't work, do you think they would be in that many countries? I personally don't believe that. I believe that if it didn't work, that they probably wouldn't have carried on with them. The Navy SEALs wouldn't have used them. The Olympic athletes wouldn't have used them. The so many people that I listen to every single day. And actually, there is something going on right now that you should go and listen to. It's called www.conniezoom.com. And if you get a chance to jump onto that, jump onto it. Sunday night, 7:30. So it's been going for about 8 minutes. I'm going to join in there in a second, but it's a great resource and it happens every Sunday. All right. Okay. What's next? Going to really quickly keep going. What's next? So, LifeWave, when you want to get into it, you have to start somewhere. So, going to that webinar, or that, we call it Doc Talk because they bring in about 5 doctors, and that's at www.conniezoom.com. You can jump on there and go take a look at it and see what it is. But it's pretty cool, and that's Sunday nights at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, just so there's no confusion. But what's next? Now you're going to go, where do I get them? Okay, you see this link down below here. It is www.lifewave.com/my name, Rick Van Boozicum. You go there, you're going to end up going to this website, and I will pull it up here. And in this website, you are going to find all the information that you're looking for in way of the products. It gives you a rundown and gives you a bunch of great information. 100% money back guarantee. And yes, it does work. All right. So in here, you can go to the shop. You can find out the story. You look at the opportunities. It's a great place to go. And once you have picked it out, I've talked about X39 today. I highly recommend X39 is the first and foremost product that you're going to want to look at. And after that would be the X49. Reason for that is that if you want to start somewhere, it has to be with the X39. Doesn't have to be, but it's highly recommended. All right. So that's what I got. So you just click on that and you can do 2 different things. You can actually jump in and regularly $149. So $150. But if you subscribe, you get 99. A little bit of a trick, 30% off. It's pretty good. And you know what? I've never seen a subscription so easy to stop. You literally log in and you click a button and it's done. So for safety factors and people that are worried about, oh, it's another subscription, it's not that kind. So just so you know, that's something that you can know and guarantee. All right. And you add it to your shopping cart. And once you get in there, it's going to take its time while it loads. Da, da, da. All right. Let's try clicking it again. Doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, well, that's too bad. Let's hit refresh and let's see what happens here. Do, 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 do. And click. There we go. Look at that. So she added in there. So here it says, if you want to save $50, you can come in as a preferred customer. It is an option. If you just want to try them and that's all it is, go right ahead. Honestly, it's a great way to do it. But I always recommend doing this because it's so easy to stop and you can figure out if it is something that you want to do. But like I said before, you want to make sure you take the time. Become a brand partner. This is where it kind of leads into the customer side of things. And in here, you got your guests. That's if you just want to check out, just buy them and go. Perfect. No problem. That's a great option. Here is just the basic package. And this one here gives you the whole, like the discounted price and referral links and in touch app access, which gives you all the information and everything that you want. And then this one here for $19, you end up with almost, I would say, over $200 worth of product by the end. That's 6 months. You get sample products for 6 months and then carry on with your subscription. So it's actually a pretty good deal, and they give you some of the different patches, and it's pretty wonderful that way. All right. So I'm going to show you the other way of going in. If you want to join in like me, here's the second one. You can go in and you can save even more. And inside here, yes, that's me. No, I am not a robot. At least I hope. Oh, what happened there? I must have clicked the wrong button. Let's try this again. You guys all saw me. I hit the right button. I'm not a robot. Man, the internet is wonky tonight. You gotta love it. There we go. All right. And you come in here. And these are the packs. You can start as simple as 25 bucks. Pretty simple, like no issues there. And then from there, you can go up. You go to the core. Core is really all you need, but you get 6 packs of X39, or not 6 packs, 3 packs of X39. And you can start with that, or you can mix match and add different ones. But I would love to help you with that. If you do want to do this, please reach out to me. Down below is all my contact information and a whole ton of information that you're going to find to gain access and knowledge to everything. And I want you guys to be educated because it's very important to me that you know what you're getting into if you're going to get into this. It's a family, it's a community, and we love each other and we want to see people get better. That is the ultimate goal of everything that we do here. And that's what I love about this business. So it's a good option and it's a good way to go. But I'm going to tell you, just take a look. Take a look and see if it's something you want. Go down below, go to my Instagram, go to my Facebook, send me an email, whatever you'd like to do. There's many different options there. Take your time and see if this is right for you. All right. All right. That's all I got for you today. Have a great day. Hit the like and subscribe down below because that helps me. All right. Talk to you later. And I'm going to hit end.